up, guys? Supercase Sharpening, and it's been a minute since I've made a video, but I am back. I'm going to have some videos coming out here within the next couple of days. Happy Independence Day, y'all. Happy 4th. I don't know if this video will make it up online by the 4th, but wish all y'all a happy 4th of July. Anyway, I got this awesome knife, one of my favorites, or at least one of my series of knives. It's my favorite. This is the Spyderco Salt 2. This knife is with the H1 steel. It's before they switched over to the LC200N or the other non-corrosive materials that they have. I actually have the Spyderco Pacific Salt on my arm. Compliments to Anomaly Tattoo and Art in Dallas, and recently I just got the Spyderco Manix Translucent and my elbow done here. Just giving y'all a little update. I had to get that going for a bit. Absolutely love the art. Thank you, Rodney. If y'all are ever in the Dallas area, go check him out. He is a fantastic artist, and I will be getting all of my work done from him. I have another tattoo that I will reveal in another video, so y'all are going to have to stay tuned for that, which is also by Rodney and Anomaly Art, Lifestyle Art and Tattoo in Dallas. That's Anomaly in Dallas. Anyway, I'm going to hop into this video. I've already got it set up. We've got the Spyderco Salt 2, and I have the 200-600 grit stones. I like to start here. The 200 is plenty steel removal for me in terms of a knife that I have not sharpened yet. I've been sharpening my brother's kitchen knives, and that's going to be a little surprise to him that he doesn't know about yet. So I didn't do the video of that, but we're going to hop into this guy. We're going to get it scary sharp, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and let's get started. This is probably one of my favorite knife steels. I have tried to make it rust. I left it wet and closed to my pocket. I forget what I was cutting. I think I cut a wrapper off of a Gatorade because there was water in the wrapper that comes on that's wrapped around the cup, and I cut that off, and there was water filled in there, and it got all over my Pacific Salt, not the Salt 2 that I'm sharpening here, but the Pacific Salt that I personally own. This one is not my knife. This is one of my buddies at work's knife, and it didn't rust at all, didn't leave any spots. It was fantastic. So compliments to Spyderco. Y'all knocked it out of the park with this non-corrosive steel. And it holds a nice edge. I have noticed that throughout normal use, it holds an edge well. So I got it all dialed in terms of the angle, but I'm still slowly removing that Sharpie on this left side here. So I'm trying to get it all nice and even, kind of changing up the strokes in terms of how I'm sharpening right now, just to try to get everything nice and even. That's the key, guys. Everything being even and uniform. So this one may have a little bit of a longer startup. However, I know these results at the end are going to be good. This one, the Salt 2, is a little bit smaller than the Pacific Salt. I don't have the Pacific Salt with me today. That's actually back at home. I'd say this one's comparable in size comparison to the Delica. I think you could almost swap the scales from the Delica with this one, or swap the blade, and I think it would probably work. I think that would be pretty cool. I have another knife here that I want to sharpen. This is the Delica 4, and this one is glow in the dark. So we will be debuting this one here pretty soon, so y'all stay tuned for that one. That one I think I'm going to do on my KME. That one has a very acute angle that for some reason I wasn't able to find on the Wicked Edge. So I do have a couple of knives that I'll be sharpening. I know I showed y'all the Delica over there. I've been wanting to wait. I have probably 5 or 6 knives that I'm going to be sharpening, so I really like it if y'all would stick around and wait for those. It won't be in this video, but I do have a bunch of knives that we will be sharpening. On this left side here, all of that Sharpie's gone. It's looking really good. On the right, we still got a little bit of a spot right here, and then just a tiny bit up towards the tip of the blade. So I'm going to continue working on that. Like I said, uniformity is what I'm going for here. Even at a 200 grit edge, this is still very sharp, which is a good thing because I know that I've accomplished having a burr for the full length of the blade on each side, but I still want to work right here. I'm 100% sure that's not going to come through on the camera. I have the camera a little bit further away to my setup than I normally do. I'm not sharpening at home right now, so that's why my setup looks a little bit different. And the noise you're hearing in the background is a cat waterfall for their water, if that's coming through. It's a little water dispenser that keeps their water nice and clean. So if that's coming through the video, I apologize, guys. The one thing I have noticed about these Spydercos, if any of y'all own a Wicked Edge, you'll find that towards down, I guess that's the Picasso, it will start to shave your stones a little bit, which doesn't affect them. It just kind of peels off a little bit on there to get all the way back to the tip, the heel of the knife. And as always, light pressure. These are the 200 grit stones, so I definitely don't want to make some serious deep scratches on the blade with these. And I'm really liking the way this is coming out. That's looking nice. The reason I have my hand over here is it keeps the light coming in on this side and I can see it a little bit better. So from here, we're going to switch to 600 grit stones, and I'm going to continue on. It's feeling good. It's amazing what difference these stones feel when you're sharpening. You can feel the difference in these things just by the grit alone. Oh wow, that looks nice already. Still that one little spot. Just really, really gentle. See if I can get that out of there. I have seen some people who modify the ricasso and like shave in with the KME. They have the little serrated rod, and they'll sit there and do like a little choil. It's kind of cool. I've never personally done that on one of my knives. I don't know if I'd trust myself to do that, but I have seen that happen. It's to make it a little bit easier to sharpen, to get all the way to the heel or ricasso. Oh yeah, that feels nice. That has a nice edge on it. So from here, we're going to go to the 800 grit. And just further refine that scratch pattern. If y'all go to my Instagram, I've done a bunch of posts of my new tattoos, and I've got Rodney, my artist, tagged in there. If you want to check out some of his work, I highly recommend you do so. He's got a very fantastic, I don't think the right word, catalog, I guess, if you will, of lack of better words, of all the art that he's done. Ooh, wow, that's got a nice edge. So usually speaking, with pocket knives, whether they're my own or whether they're customers, I like to start with the 200 grit. I feel like 100 sometimes is just a little too aggressive unless there's like damage to the blade. 200, I mean, it's perfect for me. I do have and I do own the 100, 200 grit stones. I just don't typically use them that often. I normally start with the 200 grit. The stones I have here are the 200, 600 that actually came included with the Wicked Edge Go, and I really like those a lot. Wow, that's looking nice, guys. I wish the camera could pull it up the way I would want it to, but I know that might be a lost cause trying to get that to zoom. The camera that I have doesn't really have a zoom feature, but it works good for me. Alright, so from here we're going to go to the 2200, 3000 grit stones, and then I got my strop set out here. We'll go ahead and strop it on this guy, on this film or video. If you'd like to see any of my other work, check out my Instagram. I'm Sharpening on there. You should be able to find me pretty easy. Whoop. Sharp. Alright, so from here we're going to drop the angle 2 degrees, and then we're going to go to the strops, and we'll finish her up. And I'll see if I can get the blade close enough to the camera to where y'all can kind of get an idea on how she's looking. Such an awesome, awesome knife by Spyderco. I don't personally own any of the Salt series in terms of the Spyderco Salt 2 or Salt 4. I just have like the Pacific Salt. I've got the Pacific Salt, the Atlantic Salt, the Spyderco Leaf. I've got the Spyderco Tasman Salt. I have a bunch of the different ones. I don't personally own this one. That's basically the Delica with a different blade steel. Super duper cool though. I need to snag one of these guys. Such a cool knife. And these things perform so nicely. Great edge, great utility edge. I really like the blade steel too. I'm not sure why Spyderco switched from the H1 steel to the LC200. I haven't done really much research. The LC200N I have sharpened. Like I said, I own the Spyderco Leaf. The Caribbean Leaf, I guess, is its technical term, and that is a fantastic knife. I like that one a lot. I got it in kind of the sheep split blade. They do have one that's more shaped like the Pacific Salt. I opted out of that one. I wanted something kind of different. So I got the one with the sheep split blade, and that thing's awesome. There's a very nice edge on it. Wow, that's got a nice end. So we're going to finish up with just one side of these strops. I think this side is loaded with 0.125 micron, and I don't particularly care for this side. It's too smooth, and it doesn't perform very well. Not the fault of the leather. I think it's the emulsion that I use. I'm not a big fan of it, so I just use this side, just one side on there, and it's linty sharp. Oh man, that's fantastic. I hope that comes through on there. You're just gonna see some. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Look at that shine on there, guys. Nice reflection. Wow, fantastic. But anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I'm Super K Sharpening as always. Stay safe, stay sharp. Happy 4th. This video I don't think will be uploaded before then, but happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day, you guys. stay tuned for more videos. We'll have the Spyderco Delica that I have on the table here, and a few other little surprises that I've picked up over the ways. And I'll see you on the next one.